Prince Harry has said doing interviews feels like an act of service as he wants to encourage others to speak openly about their past experiences, specifically in regards to mental health. The Duke of Sussex made the comments during his live interview with drama expert Gabor Mate as part of his efforts to promote his memoir, Spare. Talking to Mate over Zoom, he said, "There's people that have shared things of my life, outside of my control, true or false, but to be able to share the things of my life that I think are important for other people. It feels like an act of service." I think that's probably the same thing here as well, which is that vulnerability is so important. And if we can encourage other people to be vulnerable themselves, to be able to have conversations with their own families and conversations with themselves and acknowledge what has happened to them. And I think in the world will be a better place. Harry's conversation with Mate was about living with loss and the importance of personal healing, and specifically delved into Harry's grief after the death of his mother, Princess Diana. The expert has over 20 years of experience working with people suffering from addiction and other mental illnesses and is well known for his beliefs surrounding childhood trauma. He argues most problems adults face are connected to trauma they endured as a child. Dr. Mate started the conversation by asking if Harry sees himself as a victim, something the Duke dismissed. Harry said, "I don't see myself as a victim. I'm really grateful to be able to share my story and help encourage others." He added, "I do not and have ever looked for sympathy." Don't miss. Prince Harry delves deep into his childhood in latest interview. Latest, Meghan and Harry snubbed by Hollywood because they lacked decorum. Latest, Fergie cozies up with mysterious billionaire after eviction fears. Latest, Harry was quick to open up about the difficulty he faced dealing with his mother Diana's death. He said first finding therapy helped him to burst a bubble he felt like he was living in. He said it was scary finding a therapist to unpack how 12-year-old Harry reacted to his mother's death. Harry added, "I thought that when I went to therapy that it would cure me, and that I would lose whatever I had left of my mother. It was the opposite. I turned into what I thought should be sadness to show that I missed her, into knowing that she would want me to be happy." Elsewhere in the interview, Harry said leaving the royal family with Meghan took a great weight off my shoulders. Dr. Mate said, "You're working hard to become more aware, more kind, but the more you did, the more distant you became from your own family." Harry said he was learning a new language of self-awareness as he attended therapy sessions, but his stoic family didn't speak that language. He said he told his therapist at the time he was feeling more and more distant as he went back to the point of trauma. His therapist said this happens for a lot of people, according to Harry. In response, Dr. Mate added, "Ideally you shouldn't have to face that choice, but a lot of people have to make a decision, am I going to be myself or am I going to please others?"